So, yeah, I just finished the photo shoot for track 2. Um, Track 2 is called Little Girl, and it is not a very happy song at all. I have happy songs later in the project, but for now it's kind of sad. The first couple of songs are about, I guess, realizing things about the world. So I guess I could show you track 1 and explain to you the recording process a little bit of what I did. So this was the first time that I recorded the guitar closer to how it's usually done to get a good sound. My first time using miking up the guitar. I used two 57s. One was pointed towards the hull of the guitar, the acoustic guitar, and one was pointed a little more towards the neck. That way I could get the highs and the lows kind of individually, or at least focus a little bit more on one or the other, so I could do things to them separately and boost the signal separately in Sonar. So that's what I did for that. Now for the vocals, I was originally planning for the vocals I recorded to be rough vocals, so I recorded them on 58, or on a 58. But it ended up turning out pretty well. I liked the way it sounded. I decided to leave in the little mess-ups here and there where I'm a little sharp or flat. And sometimes when I got choked up because I was really emotional, I decided to leave that in. So hopefully you appreciate and enjoy that. My head is itchy. Also, just a little update on me. I got some makeup recently, just some like really cheap stuff from Walmart. It was e.l.f. brand. I think e.l.f. is cruelty-free. Is that true? I hope so, because I really like how cheap the makeup is, and it is actually pretty good. I use it in combination with some expensive stuff. I have some sugar pill eyeshadows, but the $1 crease brush is like really good. But that may be just because I'm finally using the brush where it's supposed to be used. And I have the brush for the area that I need. What's not so fun is when my right eye does this double crease kind of thing and it doesn't leave a lot of room on the lid to work with. And it just gets all hooded, but that's okay. I find ways to cope. I decided to use black eyeshadow to do this little wing here. Before I go into work, I'm probably going to go over that with liquid liner, though, because if I don't, it will just, just not stay in place. That's what it will do. It will not stay in place. Oh, also, for the vocals of track 1, A World So Lost, I did it in one take, but technically I had to stop recording because I messed up a line, but I didn't redo the parts that I got right. So I just continued, I fixed the line and continued from there. So I like to think that technically I only did each part one time. The parts that I got right, I only did them one time. I just had one little mess up, and I stopped it in the middle and continued from there. So, yeah. Also, I decided to leave the vocals as they were because I didn't want to lose the emotion behind it. A lot of times when you record things over and over and over, you're focusing. And I wasn't focusing during that, the rough vocals, because they were rough vocals. I was going to fix them later. But for an emotional song like this one, it works for the rough vocals to kind of stay rough. You don't lose the emotion, and it's not rehearsed as much as, fully rehearsed ones are when you've done the takes over and over and over again. Take 37,000. I hope to do more stuff for you, more like behind the scenes stuff. I really want to document this process, and I don't want any of this to go to waste, any of these memories, any of the process to go to waste, and I don't want to forget how hard things have been and how I can push through them. I feel like if I have this to look back on, I can remember that, hey, things were hard at some point, things were hard before, things got difficult, just like they do time and time again, and you get through it time and time again, and I want to just document the process, and hopefully you will be along for the ride with me and my horrible makeup skills, or lack of skill, I should say. Yeah, and I also hope to work with photographers in the future, and videographers, cinematographers. I don't fully know the difference. I should look that up later. But I also just want to work with more people. I plan on collaborating with more people this year. I have one collaboration already in the works. I've got to finish the music for it. I already have the vocals for the other person, and I've already posted about it on Instagram. I don't know why I'm being secretive. But yeah. I think that's all I have to say right now, and I'm sorry if my hands are shaking incredibly. Either too much caffeine or not enough. That tends to be the explanation for my shaky hands. I feel good. I feel good about a lot of stuff happening. Things are gonna start rolling soon, and I'm really excited about that. Also, there's a blog for Calliope. It's called KALIOPE'S, like Calliope''S. That is basically all of my long posts from Instagram also get posted on there. So for people who really just enjoy being on WordPress and like being in the blog society culture, I've got that for you. So you don't always have to go to Instagram, and you don't always have to go to like Facebook to get the full stuff. But if you're on Twitter, sorry, it gets cut off on Twitter. But just so you know, if you primarily spend your time on blog sites like WordPress, and maybe Tumblr, I think I have it posting to Tumblr, but I'm not sure, then you can rest assured knowing that information is going to be there for you. On all my YouTube videos, I think I have a link to it, but I believe it's cutthroatcalliope.wordpress.com. And eventually I will probably talk about why it's Cutthroat Calliope, as well as Calliope. But that can wait till later. It's not that important. I will see you next time I have an update for something. Thank you for supporting me and for coming along this journey with me, and I am excited to share things with you in the future as well. Bye!